Well, welcome back to Conscious Reality. Today, what I'm speaking about is some deep stuff. We're speaking about some spiritual stuff, some spiritual connection, understanding yourself in a deeper way, learning what to take and what not to take, learning to not be a sponge for people's emotions and bad issues and bad behaviors and bad ideas and thoughts about you. Learning that if you don't be that sponge, then when somebody squeezes you, nothing comes out because nothing goes in. So this is how you learn how to be intentional and how to be aware. Stay tuned. Check this out. See you guys soon. Every day is a beautiful blessing, man. Every day is a blessing. Sometimes you gotta count your blessings, man. I'm just saying, but maybe we get to the stage when we get a little older. You learn to work with people. One thing I've learned is to work with people. So it makes life easier for me. I work with people. I understand people. People who are stuck in their ways. People who are going through their own dramas. They're going through their own shit. They're going through their own life. They're going through their own suffering. And I get it. Hey, I get it. Help yourself. But I know it's not me that you're angry at. I know it's not me because I haven't done anything wrong to you. So it's easier for me to say, I don't have to forgive you because I don't hold no grudge against you because I know this shit is tough. Hey Amanda, I know it's tough sometimes. Yeah, I know it's hard. Sometimes I know it's rough. I know life beats you up. So I give people grace. I know you mad, but you're not mad at me. But right now, I'm the one you can just project it on because I'm there. So I'll take it. I'll take it from you for a moment. I'll take it. I know it's not personal. I don't take it personal, so it doesn't affect me. But when you begin to be a sponge, when you become a sponge for people's bad energy, for people's bad interpretations, for people's bad thoughts and their bad emotions and their bad feelings, when you become a sponge and you take it seriously, man, every time somebody squeezes you, that same thing comes out. And this is why we have to stop being a sponge. When we become a sponge for people's when people mistreat us, when they disrespect us, and we take it and we take it and we take it and we take it and they cuss you out and you take it personal and they give you a middle finger and they don't talk to you and they ignore you and when you become a sponge because you're taking it serious and you're taking it all in, every time somebody squeezes you, all those things come out. And now your heart, but that's not what I really want to do. I do have a beautiful heart, but every time I'm squeezed, every time somebody squeezes me, every time I'm under pressure, that same thing comes out. That's why we got to stop putting it in. We got to stop allowing those things to affect us and to give people some grace. You got to give people grace, man. People are just peopling. People are just, a lot of people are here surviving, right? They can't afford groceries. They can't afford rent. They can't afford their mortgage, their property taxes, everything. People are struggling. So damn it, I understand that. So when you trip out on me, I don't take it personal because if I take it personal, then I take it. I take your gift. I don't want that gift. You keep your gift, but I give you a pass. You keep that gift, but I give you a pass. I hope you release it. But I don't take it because we don't, listen, you're already walking around here with your spirit heavy. Don't take anymore. We've been traveling heavy on this journey. We don't travel light anymore. You take everybody's trouble. You take your parents' troubles, your kids' troubles, your spouse's trouble, your strangers' troubles. You take your family's troubles and you're walking around here with your own troubles, walking heavy as hell. You're heavy. Your life is heavy. And now people now coming to you, telling you all these things. You taking their trouble. Then people come and vent to you. You take their trouble. And now you don't even know what to do with your own trouble. Your life is hard. So listen, when you're trying to release your trouble, I don't take it personal. Does that make sense? You all kind of quiet. You all good? You all still there? You all hear me? You all good? You all having a good day? You all having a good Friday? Listen, man, I'm telling you all, man, stop being a sponge. Some of you don't understand why am I so triggered? Why am I so easily triggered? Why? Because you've been a sponge for many years. You have been, my son telling me I can't say the word B-E-E-N, bean. He said I can't say bean, it's been. I don't know, the American damn words are so difficult. You have been, I don't understand right. You have been a sponge for so long. That's why you don't understand why you trigger, because it's not your stuff coming out, it's theirs. It's not your stuff coming out. Sometimes it's their stuff. And that's why you're confused. You think something is wrong with you, but you are just letting out under pressure. You are letting out the things that they have given to you, and you don't know what's wrong with you. Spending a lot of time in my own company. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm like, for real. I mean, I get it. Hey, Sharoni, how we doing? But we have to stop being people's sponges, man. Life is too beautiful to be a sponge. You know what to be a sponge of? Be a sponge of your own good thoughts. Let those things penetrate you. Be a sponge of your own good emotions. Be a sponge of your gratitude for the things that you do have. Be a sponge for those things. Be a sponge for those people who tell you that they love you, like your kids and your family and your partners. Be that sponge. Be a sponge when people show you how much they care about you. Take that in and let that saturate in you. But don't take in the things that people do to you that you don't like, because you become just like them. Many of us are becoming just like the ones who hurt us. And this is why we don't understand abuse. This is why we don't understand how abuse really works. When we are kids and people abuse you, you become just like those predators. That's why a lot of kids become just like those predators, because we take it in those things as sponges and we let it out just to make sure it's okay, just to feel better about ourselves. Facts, Purple, facts. Reflecting right now while listening. Okay. English like being wrong. Yeah. But listen, I just want to encourage you, man. When you see a whole lot of things coming out and you don't know where it's coming from, it's because you have taken it in. So let today be your last day of you taking people's stuff in. Let today be. Understand, when people cuss you out, like when you're in public and listen, I don't have arguments with people no more. I realize I don't argue with people. There's no need for that. I don't argue with people. I think arguments is so pointless, especially when people are just arguing just to be right or wrong. Oh no, I'm good. You're right. You win. You got me. You are completely right. I don't argue to change your perception of me. That's not my business. How you perceive me is your right. You're not wrong. Right? Yeah. Perceive me how you want to perceive me. If it helps you, perceive me that way. If you have to perceive me in that way to protect yourself, I get it. Please, I understand it. I welcome you to do that. Some of you will be so angry when people perceive something of you that you are not. But maybe I am that. Maybe you're right. I mean, somebody say, you just one of them dudes out here making these videos just to entertain people and lie. You're probably right. You're probably right. Just never thought about it that way. But I'm not going to disagree with you. I don't have to disagree or agree with everyone. One of the strongest powers that we have to understand is this. When you learn this one thing, when somebody speak, it's not your place to agree or disagree. It's your place to understand where they are coming from. That's called understanding. Because when you agree or disagree, you're going with your own belief system. You're going with your own ego. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're going with your own ego. Thank you. You're going with your own ego. So I realize I don't have to disagree or agree with everything people say. And when I don't have to disagree or agree, right? Wait to Gloomy and NL. Wait, where's NL? When you have to disagree or agree, you spend too much time thinking. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? Seriously, when you spend time agree or disagreeing, you spend too much time in your mind finding things to connect to. You're not paying attention anymore. And then after the conversation is finished, you want to find reasons and find time to take up your space, and you got to think and overthink and trying to figure out what they meant and what they're doing and all these things. I don't agree or disagree. I'm telling you, I don't have to disagree or disagree. I just have to just listen, because I'm sure you being on this planet for all these years, you have acquired your knowledge, you have acquired your thoughts and your ideas, and you have practiced what you are speaking about. So who am I to disagree? So when we learn to do that, exactly, who has energy for that? For real. When you learn to do that, man, and life is just so simple. Life is just so simple. I don't agree or disagree. I just listen. Oh, Netherlands. Okay, got you. But yeah, man, so I just want to encourage you guys, man. Just relax. Stop taking things so personal. I don't know if you ever read the book what is it called? The 4 agreements? What you were saying, I appreciate those words. Thank you. Seriously, I don't know if you all ever wrote that book, the 4 agreements. It's real, man. Don't take things, don't, let your words be impeccable. Let your words be impeccable. Those words, the way how we speak is so important, man. Let your words be impeccable. We are the only animals or creatures with a word like how we speak. That means it's very important. That means every word that you speak shall build you. It should build up others around you. It should build those who you love. It should build those who you hate. It should build those who hate you. Every word that you speak shall build. We gotta use words that build us. We using words that tear us down. And you know who listens to every time we speak? You know who listens? Every time we speak, we listen. We are the one that always listens, because we speak to different people and we are always listening. And every time we speak, understand. Just listen to see what you are speaking, and understand when you are speaking. And in that moment, the Bible says, the words come from your heart. Out of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? So when you speak, you have to listen and pay attention to the way you are speaking. And when you see the way you speak, look at your heart at the same time. Look at your heart at the same time. Because you got to connect. And then when you realize this is from my heart, change it, then you're going to be... See, we think you're going to go through a 10-step program to become more wiser, or to become better, or to become more aware. It's just that you have to become aware. That's what it is. You have to become aware to change. You don't have to do anything to change, only becoming aware. And when you see out of the heart, the mouth speak. Out of the mouth, the heart speaks. Whichever one. When you are speaking to your friends, to your family, to yourself, to your loved ones, to people, strangers, when you're speaking, just listen to what you are saying. And connect what you are saying to your heart. And then look at your heart. And in that moment, look at your heart. This is how you look at your heart. This is how you know what's in your heart, by what comes out of your mouth sometimes. Because it comes out, right? Without thinking about it, it comes out. Oh, I can't stand him. That comes out. Oh, I hate. That comes out. Oh my God, life is so... That comes out. I'm so drained. That comes out. Listen, you got to see what's in your heart. All comes out your mouth. So let your words be impeccable. When you speak something, understand you're speaking it to your own self too. It edifies you. It speaks about you. When you speak, when you tell somebody good morning and they don't listen, it's not for them, it's for you anyways. Good morning. Listen, I'm telling you it's a good morning. Whether you agree or not is your business. Some of you all don't want to say good morning until somebody first initially tell you good morning. Some of you don't want to smile until somebody initially smiles first. And that you don't understand that when you give something out, it comes back to you, even though somebody don't take, even though whether they take it or not, it comes back to you. The intention is what counts. That's the energy. That's called karma. The intention behind what you are doing is the power, is the most powerful thing. So when you tell somebody good morning, they don't respond and you mad. What are you doing it for? You're not doing it for you. You're doing it for them. This is for you. You speak it onto your own life. You tell somebody I love you, you need to hear it back. Why you gotta hear it back? Speak from your heart. If you love them, whether they don't love you or not, that's them. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. We worried about the wrong things because our ego is leading us. Our ego is in front of us. Our ego is so much in front of us. So our ego controls what we do. Well, I'm not going to be like this if you don't be like that. No, that's not the way to be. You choose. Every morning you got to choose what you are. Choose who you're going to be that day. Choose what emotions that you're going to have. And keep it. Have those emotions. When I wake up in the morning, hey, Niece, how you doing? When I wake up in the morning, you know what I do? The book is the 4 agreements. The 4 agreements. When I wake up in the morning, do you know what I do, man? I set my intentions. This is how I'm going to feel. And when I set my intentions, is unconditional. Some of you all want unconditional love, but you have all these conditions to your love. You have all conditions to your feelings. Hey, Nala, how you doing? Good morning. Some of you are, you want unconditional love, but everything changes your mind. Everything changes how you feel. Everything, the wind blows differently. You can't stand it. You feel emotions. You have to, listen, you have to learn to set your intentions. When I say today, like every morning I wake up, I set that intention. Today I'm going to feel this. I'm going to feel that. Why should I give you power over how I feel when I can give myself power over how I feel? Thank you, Mia. Seriously, why should I give anything else? If I say I'm going to be excited today or passionate, why should that change because you are in your feelings? Why should that change because you're not feeling good? Why should that change because you are unhappy? Why should that change because you are offended? Why should that change because you are having a bad... No, man, I'm going to be passionate. To start my day off. Yeah, you got to do that. Good morning, Miss Taylor. You got to do that. That day has to be your choice. And you got to... Listen, you know, when you call it... We call this unconditional love. But we don't know what unconditional means. We don't understand what unconditional really means. It means under any condition, what I decide is what I decide. Hey, Kelly, good morning. Under whatever condition, if I say I'm going to be happy, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to set my goals, under all condition is what I'm going to do. And when you begin to do this, you begin to build discipline. This is where discipline comes from. Good morning, Kelly. This is how you begin. Somebody asked me, Kirk, how do I become disciplined? Set your standards, set your condition, set your goals. And then keep your goals no matter what condition. If it rains or if it snows or if it sleets, it shouldn't make a difference. And this is when you begin to trust yourself. You know, you want to trust yourself? Begin to make goals and stick to your goals. That's how you begin to trust yourself. So when I wake up in the morning, I say, this is going to be a beautiful day. I don't care what happens. My daughter gets sick. My son gets sick. My son gets in trouble in school. It doesn't change the day. An emotion doesn't change the day. A situation does not change the day. Stop allowing things to change the day. The day was made for you to live. And you can choose how you live by stop taking things personal. My son getting in trouble at school, that is his problem. I know it sounds bad, don't it? So you saying that you shouldn't care? I don't say I don't care. It's his problem that he got to learn from. I'm going to still make sure he learns. But to mess with my whole day? What if I die in the next 10 minutes? This is how I die? This is my last breath? Because my son pissed me off? And when God said, boy, what have you done with my life? Man, God, I wasn't ready to come because I was in a bad mood. God, man, you took me like when I was in anger. Like, you shouldn't take me now. That's not right. I mean, think about it. Somebody pissed you off. In the moment you pissed off, bam, your life ends. Life is very short. Life is very fragile. Life is fragile, man. It can switch so easily. Like, listen, I'm telling you all, life can switch so easily. One day you walking good, next day your foot break. One day you talking, bam, stroke happens. One day you can walking on the street, bam, somebody shot you. Life is very fragile. So I want you to be mindful of the emotions and the feelings that you are experiencing, because that's very important. That's very vital. So when something happens, don't let it overtake your day, because I promise you, when God calls back and say, hey, time to come back. Don't let him catch you in a funky mood. Talking about, man, God, wait, hold on. God, send me back. Please send me back. Let me go make my, let me go check. God, come on now. You take me now? Like, now you take me, man? Hey, come on. I was dealing with some stuff. I was in some emotions and some feelings. Send me back. And God said, but what have you done with my life? Well, my excuse is, like that boy, that child that you gave me, that son that wife that you gave, that husband that you gave me, man. Come on. That's not right. She pisses me off. Nobody can piss me off like she does. Nobody can piss me off like he does. Nobody can get to me. Hey, you haven't learned to deal with that yet? This is because all the things that you put into your spirit, every time somebody put you under pressure, you let it out. We have to learn, man, to let every moment count. Every moment must count. We have to learn. We have a choice. Every moment we have a choice. Every moment, everything that happens, we have a choice. You choose to react. And you don't even realize that you don't even realize, the thing is, we don't even realize that we are choosing to react the way how we react. We think that we are being triggered, but you are choosing to react. Whether you are triggered or not, I want you to understand you are choosing to react in a way that you are reacting. Because as an adult, you have power over yourself. You have power over yourself. You have power in your actions. You have power in how you speak, how you choose to speak. You have a choice. When you know that you have a choice, listen, the awakening journey starts. You know, when you know what I realized, this awakening journey that I went through. Yeah, thank you, Erica. This, I had my first awakening. My first awakening 10 years ago, 9 years ago, when I was going through my first stage of awakening, my spiritual awakening journey, I realized I have a choice. And I don't think we understand the power of having a choice. Everybody keeps saying, God gave us free will. Everybody says that. Everybody repeats that. I don't think we understand what it means. Free will. You know what free will really is? Free will is the ability to choose how you speak, choose how you think, choose how you feel, choose what you do, choose what you don't do, choose what you engage in, choose what you put your body in, choose what you put in your mouth, choose what you put in your... It's free will. And yet, we have the free will, but we give it up and say, hey, well, I'm not perfect. You are. You have a choice. You are just focused or so focused in your emotions and how you feel that you don't really see the choice. You are so focused on your emotions that you don't see the choice. You are so focused on what you want and your desires that you don't see the choice. You are so focused on your feelings that you don't see the choice. You are so focused on how you feel about this person that you don't see the choice. But the choices are always there. The options are always there. You have a choice. And when you see your choices, the awakening journey begins. Until you begin to see your options, the awakening journey will never begin. Because now you're going to always make an excuse. You're going to always just react. And to react is to leak energy. Does that make sense? Oh, we all have a choice. What's up, Mr. Cousin? How you doing, man? We have a choice. Something's happening in our life. We have a choice in how we feel. Do you know you don't have to match the frequency of what's going on with your feelings, right? Oh, my arms hurt. I'm not having a good day. You can actually separate the feelings from what's going on. Do you all know that? That's awakening. That's understanding. Yeah, I can separate. Listen, I got a toothache. I can still feel how I want to feel. The pain is going to be there anyways. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing awesome. When people ask me how I'm doing, like my friends that I talk to, I know you always say that you are good. But how are you really? I promise you I'm really good. But how can you always be good? Hey, Denver. Yeah, it's to leak energy, Meek. How are you always good? Because what is not good about it? You have to understand, man. Man, I'm hungry. I don't have to be mad because I'm hungry. I can just be hungry. Why can't I just be hungry? I can just be hungry without being annoyed, without being angry, without cussing my kids out for asking me for a snack. I can just be hungry. Listen, somebody did this. I can just experience this without going into all this extra stuff. People, hey, Belizean, if we understand that we have a choice, oh my Lord. Every time you react to how you feel, the trauma gets bigger. You begin to feel like the trauma is even more real, right? Blessed Friday, Belizean, blessed Friday. Every time we react according to how we feel, our trauma stays longer. When you stop reacting to how you feel and just feel how you want to feel because it's your choice, you take that to make your choice. I promise you, the trauma begins to understand that you realize that the trauma is not as real as you think it is. You begin to understand that the trauma is not as real as you think. But until you understand that you have to separate yourself from everything else, you will never heal. Let the impressions out of the meditations I get about not talking, for example, the disrespect, personal, not taken. But where does it go if you don't accept it as... If... I don't understand. So we let the impressions out by meditation. I get about not talking. No. I don't let things out anymore. I don't take things in. See, if you don't take it in, you don't have to let it out. Listen, if I tell you, you're a stupid person, why do you have to take it? You ain't gotta take it. If you don't take it, you don't have to let it out. You know how you don't take it? If you put your emotions to match that stupid, if you put your emotions When you get angry, you take it. If you took your emotion and you get offended, you took it. If you get offended or angry or disturbed or triggered, you just took it. That's why it changes how you feel. Because the two vibration comes together, it affects you. How do you not take it in? Well, everything is not true. The thing about it is you gotta know who you are. You know how many times people tell me all these things, but it's not. I don't take it personal. People talk when I speak about me. I speak about my perception. It's about understanding, right? When I speak, I don't know who you are, right? I can't know who you are. I don't know you. So if I speak about you and disrespect you, am I really disrespecting you? You cannot describe anything. What am I? You look at a tree and you see a tree, but do you know what a tree really is? You have no idea. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but seriously, like you look at a tree. You look at a tree. You can tell that it's a tree. You know the name of it. It's a tree. You can label, oh, that's a tree. That's an oak tree. But do you know what an oak tree really is? No idea. You can learn to describe it, but you don't know it. See, you try to dissect it. This is an oak tree leaf, and you took the leaf up. This is an oak tree. You can cut the branch off. It's an oak tree. You can dissect it, but to dissect something separates it even farther. You don't know what anything is. We are just using our perception of how we think it is and what people say that it is to form our own opinion. We don't know what anything is. So when people disrespect you and speak these things about you, understand they don't know what you are. They are speaking from their own perception, and their perception is them, not you. People's perception is of themselves, is of their understanding, is of their own consciousness, their own level of opinions or awareness. It's nothing to do with you. Somebody told me, Kirk, you're short. You can't tell me I'm short, because short is not a real word. Short does not describe people. Short is in comparison. Short is in relations to something else. But you say, if I tell you, man, that woman was tall, how tall is she? Do you know it? If I say, listen, that woman right there is tall, do you understand her better? Do you know her better? If I say it was a tall black woman with dreadlocks, do you know her? Do you understand her? You see her, but do you know her? You don't. So you don't take things too personal, because they don't speak about you. They speak about themselves by their own perception, their own understanding, their own logic. So you don't take it in because it's not your business. It's their business. So when you have understanding, is how you not take it in. It's not a skill that you practice. It's understanding. People are speaking from their own mind, their own experience, their own knowledge, and sometimes their knowledge. Exactly. It's on there, and their knowledge is. You can't take things personal. So if I don't take it in, I don't have to let it out. You really don't. Let people have their opinions. Why are you so offended because people have their own opinions? You have your own opinions too. Seriously, I have my own. But I have to tell my son. My son is 10 years old, and I'm teaching him, son. People have the right to speak how they speak. People have the right to think about you how to think about you. Son, and he can't understand this. But he's 10. He ain't got it yet. Son, people have the right. My son told me, he came home from school and somebody was talking about his parents. And he started to, I guess they start to push each other. I said, son, you don't have to defend me. You don't have to defend me ever again, okay? He said, what do you mean? But I don't like it. I said, you don't have to like it. When people talk about me, they don't. I said, son, do they ever see me? No, but they don't know who I am. They don't know me. Son, they don't know me. Son, don't get in trouble because somebody is talking about you. They don't know you. Let people talk. Listen, I'm talking to the adults. I want you to know people have the right to think how they think about you. It sounds bad, right? It sounds really bad. But people have the right to think the way how they think about you. It's not your place to try to change their opinions of you. That's just your ego trying to feel important. That's your ego trying to control what other people see. And when you understand this, you let people say what they want to say. Listen, you listen to what they say, and that's when you become aware of what they think about you. That's all it is. Keep your hands to yourself, indeed. But you got to let people think how. That's called freedom. That's their freedom. We can't stand it. We want to take people's freedom away from them. People have the right to think Listen, you all think that people, I don't try to let people think about me. That's their opinions. Listen, I do what I do. I am what I am. I speak how I speak. I do what I do. People have the right to think that you ain't shit. If I had parents like you to speak to me in that manner, man, listen, man, hey, shoot. But now we can do it now. You know what I mean? Say what you want. Your opinions of me don't change my opinion. Exactly. But that's how we gotta be. People have the right to speak. People have the right to say. People have the right to think. People have the right to perceive you how they perceive you. People, you are trying to lose focus on the way how they think about you, and you get mad and offended and getting insecure. Insecure for what? People, we got to stop. Shit to you and who? Listen, you know, I don't know if you all study stoicism. Have you all ever studied being stoic? You know, Marcus Aurelius, one thing that he practices this. One thing he taught me. I don't know if you all read those type of books. I don't know if you all do those type of. I study many different, not religions, but practices. One of my favorite is Buddhist. But one thing that he said that sticks out. He said when somebody say, you know, you're stupid. He said, that's all you see? Man, I'm not as cute. I'm not just stupid. I'm a whole bunch more besides stupid. But if that's what you see, I appreciate it. If that's all you see, I thank you. Listen, what else can they say? Nothing else, man. You all want to fight and fuss. He said, that's all you see. That's all you see that I'm stupid. Let me tell you this. Let me add some more to you. Let me add some more to stupid. I got a big nose. I got nappy hair. I don't know this. I don't know that. I'm not from here. I'm this. He said, add to it. The argument is done. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else. You walk away like, hey, good. What's up, electric cura? How are you doing? But that's how easy to handle that. And you let people. Well, you know, when you listen, I don't disagree. You call me stupid. I don't disagree because I'm sure I am. I'm sure I am some days. I'm sure in situations that I don't understand, I'm stupid. So what are you arguing about? I have learned if you want peace, you have to choose every moment that it requires to give you peace. You have to choose every moment and choose peace in those moments. You all want peace, but you only want peace conditionally. You only want peace when somebody don't test you. You only want peace when something looks good. You only fight for peace but in the middle, you know, if there wasn't war, they won't have peace. You gotta take the war and take the peace too. If you want peace, you got to understand that only in the war, it's the ego. I'm telling you, it's the egos. Everybody wants peace. But as soon as the opportunity comes to experience peace, you lose. You know, somebody say, God, you ask for peace, God will give you the opportunity to practice it. You ask for love, God will give you the opportunity to practice what you said that you want. You ask for patience, God will give you the opportunity to have it. But you don't want the opportunity. You just want the gift instantly. You don't want the time to be patient. You want the patience now. That's not how it works, man. The journey is the journey. It's beautiful. Many of us, I want love. But if you want love, damn it, you have to be in a place where you have to love first. But if I get hurt, then you can't get love. You can't. Many of us are waiting for the perfect time. Listen, you have to learn to allow when you make a decision, no conditions should mess it up. No conditions should destroy it. No conditions this is how you build discipline and trust in yourself. So when you speak, you know what you're going to have to do. See, many of you can't trust yourself, so you can't trust people. You can't trust nobody else. And the reason why you can't trust nobody else is because you don't know how you're going to end up. Because you don't know if you're going to be happy still. You don't know if you're going to be mad. You don't know if you're going to be broken or not healed. You don't know. So you can't trust. See, trust is the ability to look inside and say, no matter what happens, I trust in you, Lord. right? I trust in me. I trust that I'm going to be successful. I trust I'm going to be powerful. I trust I'm going to overcome. So you take chances. You take risks, because no matter what happens, listen, we only have this one short life. And if you are trying to trust somebody because I can't find nobody who I can trust and stuff, because your trust is on the outside. Your trust must be on the inside. Just like love, just like happiness, just like joy. Why do we look for trust on the outside? You're kind of quiet. You are not hearing me. Why do we look for trust on? I don't trust nobody, because you don't trust yourself to be okay. It's not that you don't trust others. It's not that you don't trust nobody. You don't trust you. You don't trust the power within you to be successful. You don't trust the power within you to be an overcomer. You don't trust the power within you, so you have to depend on what people do and what they say just to say that you are okay. That's not trust. That's attachment. That's not trust. That's abuse. That's not trust. That's narcissism. You want the world to act like how you think that it should act. You want people to be the way how you think they should be, so you can be calm and relaxed. That's manipulation. That is narcissism. And many of us have it in us, and what we call everybody a narcissist, because you give them the power to strike you, the power to trigger you, the power to influence you, and then you hate them for it. Trust is this: no matter who, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, I trust that I am going to be okay. When you learn that, you realize it's not that hard. I don't trust men, because you don't trust yourself. It's not men that you don't trust. I don't trust women, because you don't trust yourself. And energy attracts the same energy. For real. It's not that you don't trust, it's because you don't trust you. You want to control. What we consider trust is control. I want to control your behavior so I can feel good. Let me give you a pill that the doctor give me, but if you take this pill, I don't have to struggle. I don't have to, trigger. I don't have to feel anxious. If I give you this pill and you act accordingly, then I'll be good. What kind of trust is that? That's confusion. That's ridiculousness. If I give you, listen, I'm going to the doctor to get some pills, because this world, these people, I can't stand people. They are so bad. So I'm going to give everybody a pill so that they can behave the way how I think that they should behave, so I won't be triggered. That's what we call trust. So I don't trust nobody to not trigger me. Listen. I don't trust nobody to not cheat. If I date somebody, they gotta cheat. And I don't trust nobody. Listen, if people cheat, you trust them to do what they are. I will, Meeks. You trust people to be who they are. And when you can learn that, you begin to be so relaxed. You say, let you do what you want to do so that you can see what they are. This is why I said, let people be what they want to be. Let them do what they want to do. And you look back and you look and see what they are doing. And you become aware and say, oh, okay, that's who they are. And that's what you trust them to be. You trust a thief to be a thief. But I'm telling you, love is inside. They say if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. Yet, when we don't see, if we don't love others, it's because you don't love yourself, right? Isn't that what we be saying? We be saying all these things on social media, and we don't even know what we are saying because we don't apply it to ourselves. Observation is key, right? We be saying all these things, right? We be saying, we repeat all these things out loud, but we don't take it in for us. If you don't love yourself, you can't love others. Then if you don't trust yourself, how can you trust others? So when you don't love others, it's because you don't love yourself. Oh, I don't love nobody, because you don't love. See, if it's inside, it comes outside. Listen, if you are angry on the inside, the anger comes out on the outside, don't it? If you're happy on the inside, it comes out on the outside. If you are joyful on the inside, it comes out on the outside, as within, so without. Right? Whatever you carry on the inside, it happens on the outside. It's the same reflection. The outside is your reflection of your inside. The same inside is the same outside. It has to be. As in heaven, as on the earth. As above, as, so below. As within, so without. Understand this. If you don't trust others, it's because you don't trust on the inside. Everything happens on the inside. You just see it on the outside. The outside is your TV. It's your screen. You see you right there. Everywhere you turn, you see you. And when you see fear and anxiety and panic, and this is not that, it's real. This is real. This is the one that's real. This is how we perceive it. We are threatened, we are scared, we are fearful for our life, and therefore it acts with us. Listen, I'm telling you guys, man, trust happens on the inside. Love, inside. Joy, inside. Happiness, inside. Why do we try to put it outside? As soon as we go outside with this, we lose. Think about it. If you put your trust in people, Not saying that you shouldn't trust people, but if your all excuse not to trust is because of people, you're doing it wrong. Do we get it? Do we understand this? Hey, Kelly, do we understand this? It has to be your choice. It has to be your choice. It has to be your choice. It has to be what you want to do. It has to be your unconditional trust. Trust is, I don't care where I go. I don't care who I'm with. See, when you have that trust, you are gonna, all this shit about, I don't want to date, I don't trust men, I don't trust women. When you have that understanding of you, everything flows. You live the life that you want to live. Everything happens. Everything will make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, you still trust. It has to. When it doesn't make sense, you see, listen, when you look up in the sky, can I ask you a question? When you look up in the sky, does it make sense? Hey, Kelly, when you look up in the sky, does it make sense? No, because you don't know what the hell you're looking at. Why do you want it to make sense down here? Why do we assume that it should make sense down here? It shouldn't make sense either. What should make sense is how you trust that you're going to be okay no matter what happens. You see, that's what makes sense. No matter what happens, I am completely trusting. I am completely surrendering. I am completely okay. No matter what happens, I'm going to be okay. I'm not dead. I can feel myself. That means I'm aware. I can talk. I can see. I can smell. I'm aware. I'm right here. So no matter what happens, I'm still here. Listen, when you look up, you don't understand, but you trust it. You trust that the sky won't fall. You trust that the sun won't burn out. You trust that the clouds won't just... But yet, when you look down here, you expect to trust. You expect it to make sense. It doesn't make sense either way. And you have to trust in the same thing. It doesn't have to make sense to you to trust. Because what you trust is here. Does that make sense to you all? Or does it? And that's okay if it doesn't make sense. You are trying to hold on to what you know so that you can trust. You are trying to... You don't know anything. If you think that you know something, look up. I promise you. See, when you begin to think that you know something, look up. When you think that you know something, actually, we are not all different. We are all the same. We just think that we are different. That's how the ego separates us from everyone else. We're not different. We are one blood. We are one breath. We are one energy. We're not different at all. We all affected the same things. What is the best way to build internal trust? To know yourself. To know thyself. To know thyself. But to know thyself, you have to be intentional about what you are choosing to do. It's called discipline. Whatever you speak, our thoughts are different facts. When you speak, do what you're going to say. Seriously, when you speak, when you say, this is what I'm going to do it. You see, if we do that to our spouses, our family, our kids, and we speak and we change our minds, they don't trust us either. So when you speak to yourself, I am going to do this, and you don't do it, I'm going to go to the gym, and you don't do it, I'm going to work on it, you don't do it, I'm going to lose 10 pounds, and you don't do it, then you lose trust in yourself. The way to build trust internally is to everything that you say, be a man of your words. Remember, the first agreement is, let my words become impeccable. If my word is impeccable, then let me trust my words. So when I say I'm going to do this, I'm telling you, if you keep telling your wife, this is what you're going to do, and you don't do it, she loses trust in you. She's like, I don't really care what you say anymore, because what you say means nothing to me. When you tell your kids, especially your kids, I'm going to take you to Disneyland and take you to outside the park, and you don't do it, your kids lose trust in you. When you tell yourself, I'm going to do this, and you don't do it, you lose trust in you. So therefore, you don't trust anything. You don't know anything. You completely, you're scared. You're fearful because you don't know how you're going to do it. You don't know if you could do it. You don't know if you can stand for long. You don't know what to do because you don't know. You don't have that desire to do what you said that you're going to do. This is why you must allow your words, let your words be impeccable. When you speak, you carry out your own words. You know, one thing about a king, you know, we call ourselves kings and queens. You know, when a king speaks, it's a law. Do you understand this? We call ourselves a king. Do you know when the king speaks, he has to even obey his own laws? The kids have to obey his laws. His family has to obey his laws. Everybody has to obey his laws. Because when he speaks, his words is everything. Do you understand that? If you are a king, your words must be impeccable. If we call ourselves kings and queens, yet we speak the way how we speak, that just destroy ourselves, destroy our homes and families. Do we understand this? That's too much. I went too far. We use this damn word so loosely. We use everything so loosely. I'm a king, yet you don't even do what you say that you're gonna do. I'm a queen. You don't even make your laws for you. You have no boundaries. How you be a queen with no boundaries? How you be a queen looking for a king? How you gonna be a queen not taking your own self seriously? How you gonna be a queen advertising your body for sale? It's not that, but everybody's a king and queen because we use those words so wisely. How you a king with no kingdom? Man, you have a king, you have no place to put, you have no place to put a woman, or a queen. You have no place to, you have no boundary. You have nobody. How? A king of what? Stop using these, stop calling these damn, everybody's not a, listen man, we gotta stop. Somebody asked me the other day, do you take your own advice? Why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me that? Do you take your own advice? Why? Why you want to know? So that's that was my answer. Why? Is that your business? My question is, do you take your own words? Because that's all you got to know. Do you take what you say? Do you do what you say? That's all that matters. If I do what I say, that's not your place. That's a man. Listen, man, I'm telling you all, man. But listen, I have to go and get at least a short workout because I have a meeting. And I came this far, so I might as well follow through. Like I said I was going to do, being a king. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope I said something. Exactly. Why wouldn't I? You know, you don't speak this passionately about something and don't do it. That don't make no sense. How would I speak this passionately about what I do, or about what to do, and yet I don't do it? That don't make sense. That makes no sense at all. I mean, damn. It's a silly question. But listen, man, you all, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. I love you.